Good morning, world. I'm walking through a forest this morning that's thousands of years old. It's an ancient forest, and the sun is rising behind me. It's beautiful, and it's given this really mystical, magical vibe across the whole forest. So I thought I'd make a video today all about the holly tree and how amazing it is, and all the folklore and mythology that surrounds this amazing tree. So first things first, the holly tree is native to the UK and to Europe, and you'll find it scattered in random locations around the world, and it's evergreen. It defies the seasons. The holly tree says, "I'm not changing colour and dropping my leaves this autumn." It stays green year round because it's a strong and resilient. Now the holly tree can grow anywhere from 15 centimetres tall all the way up to 21 metres tall, sometimes even bigger. And they live from anywhere from between 75 years to several hundred years old, depending on their location and how good their environment is. And one thing that I find really interesting about the holly tree is the leaves. Of course, the leaves. These leaves are just its armour. They are set out to cause damage. You can't mess with these leaves, you can't touch them. I just did, and it did prickle me. But the thing that's really interesting is it's most prickly down at the bottom. I always thought the holly tree was just covered in prickles, but it's prickly down the bottom because that's where all the animals will eat it the most, so it wants to stop them from eating it. But it doesn't stop them. They enjoy eating holly. It's actually really good for animals. But as you work your way up the tree, the leaves will get less and less prickly, and at the top they're actually pretty smooth. Now holly trees, they're dioecious. Dioecious, I put the word on the screen because it's hard to say. Dioecious. That means basically that you get male trees and female trees, and you can tell the difference between a boy or a girl holly tree because it's only a girl that produces the berries. Now that's a really vital food source for little critters, little mammals that crawl across the ground like mice, but it's an amazing big time food source for birds like the blackbird. And blackbirds and all other birds really love to nest in the holly tree because these spiky leaves almost create a protective castle so the predators can't get them. And my favourite thing, probably my entire favourite thing about the holly tree, is the fact that little hedgehogs really like to nest under them, and they hibernate under them because that's a place that they can stay cozy and warm throughout the winter. And we all know how nice it is to lay in bed and feel cozy and warm. Now the holly tree isn't just a vital food source for things like birds and animals, it's a really important food source for things like caterpillars too, especially the caterpillar of a little butterfly called the holly blue. That's such a beautiful blue butterfly, and it's also a really important food source for things like moths and pretty much all the little insects that you'd find scurrying around in the forest. Now let's get to my favourite part of the video, the magical mythology and folklore that surrounds the holly tree. There's so many mystical tales that surround this tree, so we'll start off with the very first one, and this one's folklore. And you see this amazing holly tree I found here, it's covered in berries. They used to say, and many people still believe, if you chop down a holly tree, it's not just a little bit unlucky, it's very unlucky, because in the hedgerows, they used to believe that the hedgerows, I'm not sure if you can see over there in the horizon, these hedgerows, these lines, they used to believe in the olden days that the witches used these, they walked on top of them to get around, like walking across the hedgerows to walk around. So they believed that the holly trees that was planted among them would stop them in their tracks because they're prickly, and they would prickle the witches' feet. And they'd go the opposite direction and they wouldn't come your way. So that's why people believe that holly trees, if you chop them down, it's very unlucky, because the witches, that means they can come your way. In Christianity, the holly tree is a really symbolic, holy symbol. They believe that the berries was once white, and when Jesus Christ shed his blood for our sins, that stains the holly tree's berries red forever. Now the Druids, they believed that the holly tree was a magical tree, and to them it represented eternal life and fertility. And just like many other folklores, they believed if you've cut down one of these magnificent trees, it was really unlucky. But to them, if you bring in some holly leaves into your home, then it would bring you good luck, and it would also protect your house from lightning strikes. Now I saved my favourite tale for last. This tale comes from the Celtic beliefs. You might know them as the pagans. It's a crazy story. Every year, twice a year, there is an epic battle between two kings. The two kings are the Holly King and the Oak King. They're brothers, but they're also enemies who battle each other twice a year, conquering each other as the seasons change. The Oak King is at his most powerful at the summer solstice, and he defeats the Holly King. This allows the Oak King to reign during the light half of the year, through the spring and the summer. But the Holly King returns every year. He's at his most powerful at the winter solstice. He defeats the Oak King and reigns over the darker months, autumn and winter. This battle goes on endlessly and forever since the dawn of time, twice a year, creating a balance in nature. And although the brothers, they hate each other, they can't actually live without each other either. So that tale's my personal favourite when it comes down to the mythology of the awesome holly tree. That epic battle between the Holly King and the Oak King, creating that constant balance in nature. I just think it's an awesome story. And that's my video about the facts, folklore and mythology of the holly tree. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and ring the bell. And I'll see you all again next time. Peace.